Hey guys, Reg here from Athletic One. This week's performance tip, we're going to look at the ab wheel rollout and go through some often missed cues and corrections to make sure that you're getting the most out of the exercise. Before we start though, we would categorize the ab wheel rollout as more of an advanced core exercise. So if you're not sure if you're more beginner, intermediate, or advanced, a good self-test is take a look at your posture. So if you find that you have a big lordotic curve in your lower back, so a big arch, I can guarantee you that the ab wheel rollout is not going to be the best exercise for you because you're not going to feel where you should, and you're just going to be hanging off your lower back. So that's a prelude to the exercise. Now, rollout wise, there's two things you want to make sure we're always doing. Hip drive and range of motion. So we'll go through hip drive first. So when I set up and I start a rep, you notice my hips are driving forward. So there's my hip drive. I want to avoid any hip flexion at all. So hips forward, and I'm going to tuck my tailbone a little bit so my glutes are activated. So tailbone tuck. I got my hip drive, big breath. And then back. So you notice that in between reps, I was still pushing my hips forward, and I was never letting myself pop back. So if we get into like this, then it really defeats the purpose of the exercise, and we're not getting the most out of it. So point number one is make sure we hip drive. The second thing we want to do is, because the degree of difficulty is all based off your range of motion with your arms, we want to make sure that you only extend your arms as far as you can keep your spine neutral. So if you find that you're getting fatigued at the very end, and your back is starting to curve, your rib cage is popping up, you don't feel it anywhere in your front core, but everything is lower back, then you know for sure that you've gone too far in the motion. So the way we always start our clients at Athletic One up is we want to make sure that we can do something static first before we do a dynamic. So if this is your first time doing an ab wheel rollout, or you want to make sure you're doing it really well, just treat it like a plank. So I got my hip drive, I got my neutral spine, I'm asking myself, are my glutes contracted? Is my front core working? Okay? And if I'm good there, then I'll start with a little bit of range of motion. So stay tight, big breath, back. So that way it's never how long we do something or how far we do it, it's just how well. So there's a couple of really important points. One is hip drive. Two is adjust your range of motion based on your strength, and you'll find that you'll get a ton more out of the exercise. So give those two a shot, and I'm sure that you'll find that your benefit that you get with the ab wheel rollout will jump up quite a bit.